Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. All games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice. And when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me before the game he feels his team is finally playing the kind of football they expected coming into the season, especially with this win streak that has pushed them into the top 10. But he knows that can be fleeting. He said, I believe if we keep executing and playing the kind of football we're capable of, the sky is the limit for this team this season, and the guys are finally starting to believe it. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Working the ground game. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Let's talk about Alabama. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins.
Makes the catch and he's free. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Russell. Zings it complete. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Turning it on.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's Smothers. To the 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tide ready to roll on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Keelan Russell. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Making the adjustment. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
There he goes. The 20. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs. And they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over. Obviously, guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football. And, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
Hand off for Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Move to his right. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
How
How good is that by the quarterback, right? Because not only is he making the right decision on the RPO and pulling the football, no one's open and taking off, but also I love that he understood exactly where the first down marker was. He barely got out of bounds and barely got enough to keep this drive going, but it's because of his awareness on the field.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Texas calls its campus to 40 acres. This running game might cover 40 acres before it's over.
That would be a heck of a day. I don't know how many yards that would be. That would be a quick conversion. How good's your math, Reese, to try to calculate that? But they're having a lot of success, a lot of history with great running backs at the University of Texas. And this guy is having a day.
And he almost had a pick.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Long way to go on second down. Straight ahead, it's Smothers. Got 9 yards on the play, leaves it with third and a yard. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And here comes the offense on second down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing Russell. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wilson on the carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The run inside. It Smothers. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Right side, it Smothers. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. A give to Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback will keep it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. An 84-yard drive there. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like, they need to win today. Like, their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding.
It's a seam wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Russell Rolls right. Throws to the wideout. And he gets rid of it.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get into him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun. Here's a little room there. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Keelan Russell fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown tie. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Out wide right, it's Coleman. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs when you bring in 2 who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. Crosses to 40. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off for Brown. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
From the gun, it's Smothers. Hard running there. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense. And now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Hits inside, it smothers. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll run with Brown. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Coming to the line for 2nd and goal, and what will be the last play of the quarter. On the move. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Ole Miss with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Sees a crease. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He's going to be a little bit short. First down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Russell. Buying time to his right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Oh, you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On the move. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Russell. Working that left side now. Across the 45. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Keelan Russell can hold on in the face of the contact.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Second and long here. Lost to throw again. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quick give. It's Smothers. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The Longhorns will try to move the chains on fourth down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Yeah, and he's done a great job all game long, making the right decisions, but knowing when to pull it and continue to keep drives alive. He's continuing to make the right decision time and time again.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Arch Madness. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Long way to go on 2nd down. The give to Brown. Got him right there.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got enough for the 1st down. He's loose down the left side. At the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it with Wilson. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Running inside. It's Smothers. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So first down will open up the final period. The give. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting a big tackle for a loss.
Makes the catch. It's Townsend. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to establish the run. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick give. Pass to 6. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Can't get him to the ground.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing Russell. Under pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to...
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Again, it's Brown. That defense in front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Still looking to his right. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And after that gargantuan 4th down stop, now a chance to put together a game-winning drive here. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Russell finds his target.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Russell. Rush right in his face. Still looking for a man. Fires on the move. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. Motion from the wideout. Again, it's Russell. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. They want that clock to run. Knocked down immediately. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
Well, the kicker had a chance to ice this game if he makes it, but he knocks it off the upright. We still got a one-possession game.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Gets the back moving. Keelan Russell escapes the pressure going right. On the run, fires downfield. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Man, it's so nice to have guys like this who do the right thing. You have to understand the situation. Yards don't get me anything here. I don't need yards. I got to get points, but that time is ticking. Nice job stopping the clock, getting out of bounds.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Stepping to the right. Here's a throw downfield late. Wide open, he makes the catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. A first down run in the red zone.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bama! Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. And they take the lead. And now, in the waning moments, they're so close to a win. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing Manning. He wants a big play here late. He's got it down the field. Touchdown, Longhorn. They move on top here in the fourth. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. He just couldn't squirt his way in for the 2, and it's still a 5-point game here in the 4th quarter. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback changing the play. Russell on play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And this feels like the exclamation point. The defense with a scoop and score. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hand it to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.